A while back, I got a message from someone asking that I take a look at a video that someone else had posted. They said that a group of players were intentionally building teams to fail. Sadly, I can't find that message or the link anymore, but I do remember actually watching that video. It was a group of friends that were making WoW montage videos, where they would indeed build groups that had no chance of success, and then they would troll people once those people got mad over the lack of organization and effort being put into the group. The person who messaged me had said that I should make a warning video against joining such groups, since these people were just taking advantage of others, 1, to make these videos, and 2, just to farm honor talents on new alts. A few months ago, I got this message from a viewer, Dan Reck. It's kinda long, so I won't read it all, but the gist of it is that he was one day looking for a group and encountered an RBG leader that was charging per win to all the DPS pugs. He suggested I make a video to help new RBGers beware of such scams. At the time that I received each of these messages, I thought, well, I mostly join groups via B tags and networking, so I don't necessarily run into these cases all too often. I know they're out there, but I can't really post screenshots or anything. Then it occurred to me that I can make a video regarding the mindset that I take when joining pug groups so that I can better filter out the groups that are doomed to failure. So here we go. Mindset number 1 that I take. You have to be willing to walk away from what looks like a poorly run group. The latter points that I'll make in this video regard getting an early read on what a poorly group might be, but they don't amount to anything if you're not willing to walk away. Learn to value your time in WoW. There is so much you can do with your time both in-game and out of game that you shouldn't waste your time with groups who aren't going to take the game as seriously as you want to. Caveat: this does not necessarily mean that playing with friends who want to experiment with crazy comps or strats is not worthwhile. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't take a few chances on meeting some new players that you've never played with before, at least at lower MMRs. All I'm saying is that you should set an expectation for the quality of groups you're willing to spend your hard-earned free time in. Mindset number 2. Expect a workable comp. Putting together a team of players playing on classes that can reasonably cover the bases, carry flags, heal, etc. shouldn't be a terribly hard thing to do. That said, many RBG leaders will slap together any auto-accept group that they can, and then, once in Discord, ask, okay, which unfortunate soul wants to strat call this mess I've put together? For me personally, a workable comp, not necessarily meta, but workable is the key word, is required for me to possibly enjoy the experience enough to consider staying in the group. If you're not sure what kind of comp I'm talking about, I did a video a while back titled Your First RBG Comp. I'll link it in the cards and in the description below. Mindset number 3. The group needs everyone in voice chat. I know there's some YOLO enthusiasts out there, but this is my personal list of requirements. Adopt them if you like, or not. The vast majority of my videos emphasize good communication and plenty of it. For me personally, if everyone in the group isn't in voice chat, it isn't worth my time. Mindset number 4. The group needs to have a good attitude. The world is filled with colorful language and some overly excited players, and I'm fine with that. What I'm saying here is that if I hop into Discord and the first things I hear are players yelling and pointing fingers, then I hop right back out. As you get into higher MMR push groups, you probably have to put up with a bit more of that competitive spirit. But if I'm in Pugfinder, then I'm strictly there to network, and I can't do that while everyone is yelling at each other. Mindset number 5, and the last one. The group needs a leader. Not all groups are perfect, but there needs to be at least one person in that Discord call that's either acting as a TC, a strat caller, or at very least what you might call a group builder. They need to be vocal, and players need to at least seem to be listening to those individuals a bit. Again, my purpose is to network, so I want to find those alpha personalities that are out there building groups so that I can get to them on BTAG and join them later. If there's no leadership in the group, I may still find a few good submissive players that know their classes well, and I can pull them into my own groups at a later point in time. But without the leadership, I expect that the group itself will suffer enough problems that I won't even notice the quieter players. Lastly, on leadership, if the leader is asking for anything in return for you to join the group, I'd leave. There's a lot of players that want desperately to be paid to play their video games, and not even in an esports context. I don't necessarily think it's a scam, but I don't agree with it. The one exception that I'll make to this rule is for Twitch follower groups. There are some nice players who will run well-organized and friendly RBG groups, and all they ask is that you click the follow button on their Twitch channel and watch the stream as you play with them. I see no harm in that, and these groups actually tend to be better for networking in the long run. And that's it. 5 mindsets or rules or standards, whatever you want to call them, that I go by when picking through Pugfinder to network around the PvP community. I don't do this very often since my BTAG list is usually full of RBGers to begin with, but I have spent plenty of time in Pugfinder in the past. I've even randomly pugged into groups that were being run by YouTube fans, and that was a lot of fun. Another thing to remember is that there are a number of ways to network around the RBG community. You don't have to lean entirely on Pugfinder. I mentioned Twitch as another way. There are also Discord servers, guild forums, and PvP podcast channels, just to name a few more. If you are new to RBGs, it can certainly be slow going to break in and make some BTAG friends, but you still shouldn't waste your time with players that are just trying to troll you or take your money/gold. Hope you found all this useful. As always, like, subscribe, comment, share, etc. And I'll see you all next time with another video.
Oh, so there's this old story or folk's tale, Foxy, of a blood DK that like sits at the bottom of the river, and whenever a little naive priest walks across, he gets pulled down to the depths and is never seen again for 15 minutes. If you didn't know, it's nighttime and I've got a fucking torch over my face.